Hello, my name's Simon Gray. I'm a qualified accountant, career coach and the author of 3 books, including Super Secrets of the Successful Job Seeker, published by Harriman House. In the previous videos, you've heard some of the challenges people face when looking to advance their careers and find a job that motivates and fulfills them. Nick shared his own experiences of starting out in his career and described this as a journey where at various crossroads you have to make a decision. Unfortunately for many, the only crossroads they're aware of are the ones they see advertised or have presented to them by a recruitment firm. In the second video, I introduce you to the hidden market and how proactively positioning yourself there can lead to opportunities others miss. There's also less competition because opportunities are not yet in the public domain. What's more, as employers find the recruitment process painful, time-consuming and costly, they actually want to hear from you, even if they're not actively hiring, providing you approach them in the right way. In the last video, I talked about how to decide on the career move you really want and a series of questions that you must consider before ever entering the hidden market. Having worked as a financial recruiter and career coach for many years, I can tell you that the majority of people have little concept of the hidden market and rarely take a step back to consider what they really want to do. Albert Einstein is famed for saying that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you're not sure where you're headed with your career, if you've been burned by the job market or not achieved the success you know you deserve, it could be time to make a change. I work with clients from across the world to help them get clear on their next move and to position themselves correctly in the hidden market to stand out from the competition and find not just any job, but the job they really want. Clients come to me for all sorts of reasons, but if I were to boil it down into some common themes, it would be, first off, they've tried moving in the job market through job boards and recruitment companies and failed. Second, they've reached a crossroads in their careers and are not sure what's next. And third, they're unhappy or unfulfilled in their current position and need to make a change. Also, many approached me in the first instance through LinkedIn. They know LinkedIn is now an important platform to be visible on, but are not sure how to use it properly. Job search can be a lonely pursuit. At work, you have people around you, people you can ask for advice, but when it comes to career advancement, it tends to be something you do alone. Having someone in your corner to help you make life-changing decisions, get you on the right path, and what's more, keep you there, is extremely valuable. There are lots of career coaches out there, but my clients choose me because I've been on the inside. As a professional recruiter, I lived, breathed and learned what it takes to stand out in the job market. For my 3-month private coaching program, I charged £2,799. More often than not, my clients recoup this at the back end through successful offer negotiation. But more important than any salary increase, they find themselves in a position where they're in control of their career and their future, with the skills to open doors to the opportunity they really want, which previously many never knew existed. It's impossible to guarantee that anyone will make the move they're looking to make within a given period of time, but my promise is that my methodology will give you a completely different understanding of how the job market really works and, more importantly, your position in it. I remember working with Alan, a financial controller who was unhappy in his current position and wanted to make a change in sector and also take a step up to finance director at the same time. Any recruiter will tell you that this is a difficult ask, and they had told him that, by the way. Without a clear focus, Alan was reacting to what the job market presented, which wasn't very much at all. By doing what everyone else was doing, despite being highly skilled, he was struggling to stand out. Having gone through the coaching program, his big revelation, in his own words, was that I needed to do different things to what everyone else was doing. The whole process was very logical and thorough. I realised that it's not the job market that changes, it's me that changes. Having spent months being bounced around the job market, being rejected or worse still ignored, by adopting the Career Codex methodology, he made a move to a new sector as finance director in under 2 months. With focus in his job search, he was energised, motivated and more confident. And now in his new role, he's more fulfilled, happier, and what's more, he's earning more. Getting your career right is much more than just a job. Getting your career right is about designing a life that works for you. It's about putting yourself in a position to see and take advantage of opportunities others miss and knowing which ones to pursue. I've made mistakes with my career along the way, and where I am today is in part through trial and error. This learning experience and my insider knowledge from the recruitment industry I've consolidated into a methodology that works to help you avoid the mistakes it's so easy to make in the job market and to put you on the right track and the fast track to a fulfilled career and the future you choose. Career Codex is this methodology and is much more than a course on how to write your CV. Through Career Codex, I reveal the inside track on what it really takes to stand out in the job market to get hired. I explain how the job market really works and how employers make decisions. You'll get clear on the job you want and be given the keys to the hidden market. You'll learn how to take proactive control of your career both now and in the future. You'll feel empowered, motivated, and in total control. The content is split into 4 key areas, which I call the 4 pillars of success. Pillar 1, environment, how the job market really works and what you need to know to stand out. I explain much more about the hidden market and why this is the high probability place to find your next move. Pillar 2, psychology, how you work and how you develop a resilient mindset to achieve success. This is often an overlooked area for any job search strategy, but your beliefs about the job market and your position in it directly determine your results. I explain how to challenge your beliefs and keep going when faced with rejection, which is a normal part of any job search process. Pillar 3, planning. How to get really clear on the position you want and develop your own unique strategy to find it. I've already outlined some of the questions you need to ask yourself to get clear on your next step. Once you've identified your unique destination, it's then about putting a detailed plan in place and maintaining the discipline to get there. And finally, pillar 4, process. If you think of planning as your toolbox, then process is the individual tools that you'll use to unlock opportunities in the hidden market. I'll show you how to put together an impactful CV, draft a cover letter that stands out, identify decision makers, position yourself correctly on LinkedIn, and navigate the complex area of interviews. There's also a section on networking and how to negotiate the best offer possible. In addition to the course content, which is accessible 24/7, you'll be invited to 6 group coaching calls with me, which I run through GoToWebinar. On these calls, you'll have the opportunity to ask questions specific to your situation and receive personal feedback on challenges you may be facing and advice on how to capitalize on opportunities. I'm a qualified accountant and spent my recruitment career in the accountancy and finance space. On these calls, I'll tailor specific advice to advance your career as a finance professional. In the content, you'll also discover a series of questions I pitched to 2 finance directors and a senior director from one of the largest financial recruitment companies. You'll gain insight from their answers and see how what they say reinforces all I've spoken about in this and the previous videos. As I've mentioned already, job search is not something you do with your colleagues at work. It can be a very lonely pursuit that requires incredible discipline. It will always involve its fair share of rejection, which is simply part of the process. And as you implement the Career Codex methodology for yourself, the fortnightly group coaching calls, the 6 that I'll run, will help you stay on track. I run these live, but if you can't make them in person, any questions pitched in advance will be answered and the recording will be made available afterwards. In addition, you'll also be invited to a private LinkedIn group where you can post questions and share advice with other people on the program. I'm extremely pleased to be working with Accountancy to offer you exclusive access to Career Codex for the special price of £299 for 3 months, which includes 6 group coaching calls. The course comes with a 14-day money-back guarantee, so if you're not completely satisfied, let us know within 14 days and we'll refund you in full. You can find out more about Career Codex and secure your place by clicking the link below. The content is accessible 24/7 and will give you the knowledge to approach your career in a completely different way. Knowledge is one thing, but the program will also show you how to take practical action to achieve success, which will be reinforced on the group coaching calls. So if you're ready to take proactive control of your career and your future, please click the link to get started, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside and working with you over the next 3 months.